Hello everybody, my name is Melinda Hart. This is Stamping with Hart. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. Today is January 3rd, 2020, which is the launch of the celebration and mini catalogs, which would be their celebration. And here is the mini catalog. Just a super quick reference. I had done a Facebook Live earlier today. And in the end of the Facebook Live, I just quickly showed these cards that I had made using the From My Heart suite. And I'm just going to show you that quickly here in the catalog so that you know where to reference it. It is on pages 8 and 9, the From My Heart suite. These are ideas that you can pull literally directly from the catalog. And we're going to make some card projects today as well. So this is everything that comes in the suite, available on page 9. You also have an option of buying just the bundle, or you could buy the individual products and customize it to what you like. Here are 3 of the cards. The suite is used here for sure. The only add-ons were this real red glitter paper, which was from the holiday catalog. I do not actually know if this is available. I have to look and find out. But feel free to substitute that with silver or gold or any of the glitter papers that would be available. And then the only other thing that I used with these that isn't part of the suite is the cardstock. So this is the Flirty Flamingo cardstock, and then this is the Whisper white cardstock. Those were my little add-ons. And then for today's cards, we're just going to vary these up. It's pretty much going to be the same concept, but with a couple of different colors just to give you some more ideas. So let's go ahead and make some cards. Not included in the suite, again, is the cardstock. This is real red cardstock. Now, if you need to make some really quick card bases, let me just show you how to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this paper in half and then score the 2 pieces in half, and I'm going to have 2 card bases. So let me walk you through that just really super quickly and easily. I'm going to cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet. We're at 8.5 right now, to 4 1/4. Okay. And then I'm going to take the 4 1/4 pieces. And now this time I'm just going to score. Now this is 11 inches in length, so I'm going to score it at 5.5 right there. So the scoring tool is the one that has the little dot on it, right here, the little dot on the top. So we're going to lock this into place. We're just going to score that gently, just one back and forth. All right, and then you can see the scoring line there. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to score it at 5.5 because it's 11 inches in length. And this way you'll get 2 card bases. Let's score it again. You're going to get 2 card bases out of 1 sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. Now, this is great. No extra cutting, no extra fussing. Okay, so you basically have a card that is 4 1/4. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 5.5. All right, so now we're going to get into the suite. So let me just grab that product really quickly. I have all of my items in the suite in a bin, and I will have another video about how I organize and plan to use my mini catalog and celebration product. All right, so you can see I've already used some of this, and for the sake of just kind of showing you what I've been doing in the video, for what I did with the cards that I made, I'm looking for scissors because I No matter how organized I am, I hide my scissors on myself. But I'm just going to trim one of these out. Okay. If you need a quick embellishment, for this particular heart, I'm going to use the punch that does not have the scalloped. It's just the clean lines of the heart. Excuse me. So I'm just going to come in here. This is the underside of the punch, but I like to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm just lining it up and I'm punching it out. And then that gives you a perfect heart every time. Okay, so I've already pre-cut a bunch of these because I knew I was going to be making some projects in bulk. But definitely wanted to show you that. So here are the other hearts that I've already cut from the paper. It's good to have a backup here. So we're going to just put these over here so we have our little embellishments. But we could use the other side of the paper as a layering piece on one of our card bases. So let's take a look here. All right, and then basically what I do is I just go through and see what I like. Now, I love this. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to just trim this down so that it is at, I believe, 5 1/4. I mean, our width, I apologize. Our width is 4 inches. And then the length, I want to cut to 5 1/4. So if you are getting confused with your trimmer and you want to know how to do these, the one that has the little, you can actually see it's like an image of a cutter right on here, a cutting blade, that little triangle. This is the cutter, the darker gray, and this is the scoring tool, that's the lighter gray. If you feel like you're getting too confused and you only want one on here at a time, you can actually pop this off while you're just doing cutting, but I use them both pretty much together, so I leave mine on there. So let's just take a look and see how this looks. Okay, I think that's great. Now you could do more layers, of course, but I'm going to try to keep these cards pretty simple. And I don't want them to be too heavy. Just for this particular series of cards that we are making, I'm really challenging myself to make less complicated projects. So let's do this. So now I have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of Whisper White, and I'm actually just going to trim off, I think, about 1/2 inch, and I'm going to cut it by the width of the card, which is 4 1/4. So just kind of eyeballing here. I'm just going to go right to the 1/2 inch mark. And now I am going to cut this to 4 1/4. And I'm going to do that again. And this way I'll have more than one ready to go. Okay, and then I'm just going to put my little extra piece back in my scraps because this is still good enough for a sentiment, which I could probably pop right onto one of the treat boxes actually. So we'll just set that aside for now. Okay, and now I'm going to assemble the base pieces. But I love the sentiment here of being friends is better than eating candy, but let's do that too. I think that that is so cute. So I'm actually going to stamp that right onto one of these strips. The other thing I want to test out is I want to see if this is too thin or not. It's kind of like right on the line. It might be too thin. We can try it. But I know I definitely want this one. I'm just going to grab my stamping block. Okay, so I'm using block G for this particular stamp. I just want to make sure that that's all the way on the block. And you could use a bigger block for this, of course, but I think that this is going to fit. And the question is, do I want to stamp it in Real Red or do I want to stamp it in Flirty Flamingo? I think I'm going to go with Real Red, coordinating ink pad for the cardstock and for the designer series paper. Okay, so being friends is better than eating candy, but let's do that too. Super cute. Okay, so let's assemble our card. Now look at how cute this is. This is what I'm saying. You cannot go wrong with this paper. You just can't. Okay. I'm going to use my snail. I am guilty of using more snail than I need to. All right, so I'm just going to eyeball this, lining this up. All right, and then this is also going to be adhered with snail. Okay, I don't know if you can see that glue. I'm just going to go down like 3/4 of the way. I think I may have stamped my sentiment just a tiniest bit crooked, but that's one of the, do I want to say perks? That's one of the charms of receiving a handmade card. Okay, so with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. I think that that'll be pretty. And if you line up, if you're layering like I am here, if you line up the straight lined heart with the dots, you'll get a perfect frame here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this on. These are the mini dimensionals. You can use the regular size too, of course. And this is just going to give it a little added dimension. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop this right onto the card. You could do a heart, like you could do it straight on just like this. I'm going to do it just a little bit crooked like that. I just think that that's really cute. And of course you can layer these and you could do more than one too. You could do them like going all the way up like this. Maybe we'll do one like that. But for this one, I'm really just going to leave it clean and simple. And I'm just going to use this snail. Okay, and so let's go ahead and do another one. Let's take a look at our papers here. This is really cute. I think I did use this paper though. Okay, so let's see if we can do a paper that I haven't used yet. This is one that oh, look at that. I'm gonna use that on the white. So this is one that I haven't used yet. I think that this would be really cute on here. And let's just take a look at some of the others too. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. I just love these so much. Okay, so you can see the difference with the heart patterns here. This is on the white, this is on the Flirty Flamingo. Very subtle, but still pretty. And here's one. This is the one that I punched out with the scalloped heart. You just cut across and punch these out. So easy to do. It's actually very therapeutic. And here's another really cool pattern. Okay, so, oh, I love this one too. I don't want to do red on red. Let's do this. Okay. So for this one, again, we're going to do this just nice and simple. So I'm going to cut this down to, remember the card base width is 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut this down to 4. We'll get 2 layering pieces out of this. So I'm going to cut this to 5 1/4 in length because that card base is at 5 1/2. Okay, so we're going to do 5 1/4 for the layering piece. All right, and then let me just go ahead and cut this while I'm ahead of myself here. So I'm going to cut this one down to 5 1/4 as well. And then I have these little pieces that I can use as a layering piece. Oh, I hate to even put glue on this side. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to make sure, one thing, make sure that the hearts are facing the right way on the card base. How many times have I screwed that up? I'll tell you. Okay, so same thing, just going to eyeball it here. Okay, so we have these are card box holders, and there are so many different clever things that you can do with them. But just to show you, you basically build the box just like this. I'm just going to pop this in here. Okay. So you build up your box, and I just wanted to show you that if you're not exactly sure what you want to give to somebody for Valentine's Day, think about giving them a set of cards. So you could just put two, I think it's 2 or 3 cards, and, you know, pop envelopes in there with them and just send that as the gift. Just really, really cute. So you could fit a couple in here. And the nice thing is you're getting like different color card bases, so they can see, like, they have a nice little variety pack here. Okay, so they're getting the red, they're getting the pink, they're getting the white. So Real Red, Flirty Flamingo, and Whisper White. And then you put those together, you pop them in here with 3 envelopes, and you have a really, really cute gift to give somebody, and then they can give out Valentine cards to whoever they need to give them to. This is a great gift for people who often have to give cards for occasions. So this is also something that you could consider for like fundraisers and things like that too, if you're getting festive for the holidays. So just wanted to mention that, but I love these. These come in really handy. I have sent people just little card sets here and there as I've been able to make them, and people always appreciate that because we always need cards, whether it's for our everyday occasions or for the holidays. So I really hope that you love this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. If you like seeing videos like this, if you love Valentine's Day cards, love theme, all of that type of thing, go ahead and give this video a like so that I know that you would like to see more projects like this. And then if you're willing to share it, if you know other crafty people who might enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate you sharing it, as I am still relatively new and trying to build up my channel. So thank you so much, and have a great day and a great Valentine's Day.